Cambrias Kitchen! I used to regularly film these videos and I haven't done one in so long, so I'm bringing this segment back. I think they kind of like morphed into like a one video with like multiple different recipes, but I really missed doing these like Cambrias Kitchen with one recipe where I really go over how to make it and why I like the ingredients. Like, it's much more involved. And so I'm so excited. Give this video a thumbs up if you're happy that I'm bringing this series back like this. I'm super pumped on it. So today in the kitchen, in Cambrias Kitchen, we're gonna be making tortillas. These tortillas are so good, and I just wanna preface this that you might not have some of these ingredients in your kitchen, but that's also why I wanted to start doing these videos again, is because I have fallen in love with certain things to keep in my pantry that I love to cook with and that I think are just gems and they're amazing. But I figured it's a really fun way to, like, I don't know, learn new things and get in the kitchen and try out new things. And I think that's why I like to bake and to cook so much. These tortillas are amazing. They're totally gluten-free and grain-free because they're made from almond flour and arrowroot starch. With that being said, let's get started. So I have my little mixer here from KitchenAid. This is really easy to use. I honestly recommend using a hand mixer or something like this if you're gonna be making this, because you know, it's gonna be very thick dough and it's gonna be hard if you're like using a blender or like using a whisk. It won't even work with a whisk, I don't think. And we're gonna start out with 1 cup of almond flour. So this almond flour I get from Costco. So we're gonna do 1 cup of this. All right, so we added in our almond flour and then I added in the salt. So that's super easy. You just need a little bit of salt. I don't really measure it. I just kind of do like 10 to 15 like turns of it. We're gonna grab our arrowroot starch. For a bag of this, it is around $4 on iHerb. That's where I order it. I find it's the cheapest on iHerb. So you're gonna do 1 cup plus 3/4 of a cup of your arrowroot starch. So once you have that in, then you're gonna add your, I think this is called xanthan gum. I have no idea how to pronounce this, so I'm sorry. This is completely gluten-free and it's a thickener. So you're gonna add in a teaspoon of that. That's your dry ingredients. So once you have your dry ingredients, you can go ahead and turn on your mixer and make sure that you mix it all until it's really well combined. Next thing that you want to do is add in your wet ingredients. So you're going to need 1/2 cup of warm water. You want to make sure that the water is warm. And so I'm going to take my 1/2 cup. I did half. This is 1 cup, but I did half of it. And I'm going to add in half of the 1/2 cup. So 1/4 of a cup is going to go into the mix right now. And then you're going to grab your oil. I'm gonna be using avocado oil, but you could use olive oil or grapeseed oil, any kind of oil that you want. You're gonna grab your oil, and this is not a measurement, which is the difficult part, but it's not that difficult, don't freak out. So you're just gonna take your oil, and I'm gonna do like a couple of drizzles, and then grab your honey, or you could do maple syrup. I prefer honey. And I'm gonna add in about 1/2 tablespoon of honey. That's good. Then you wanna add in your final thing of water. Just like that. And then you're gonna turn up the mixer and let it mix until it's a dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in a tiny bit more oil, just because I want it to bind up a little bit better. There we go. So we have this turned on to medium heat. I really like using this. We got it at Target when it was on sale a while ago, and I personally think this is the easiest way because you can make multiple tortillas on this whole entire thing. Let's make some tortillas now. So we're gonna start out with our arrowroot flour, and I'm just going to lay some down here on this large cutting board so that we can mold the tortillas. So I'm gonna grab a handful of the dough. This is just like a large cookie dough size, I would say. And I like to go around the whole entire thing with the arrowroot starch so that it's not sticky. And then I can mold it a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start to flatten this out. So if you have a rolling pin, use a rolling pin. If not, your hands do work. So there's our tortilla. Grab your tortilla and you just place it right into your pan. And that's the first one. The dough should be sticky. I've tried to mold them and make them with almond flour and coconut flour, and I had a very difficult time. These tortillas are just my favorite. I love them so much. I would say each tortilla takes about 6 minutes to cook. Obviously, this is gonna depend on how cooked you like them, but to me, this is perfect when you see a little bit of color on the top. And yeah, so very, very easy to do. And by the way, you don't need any type of spray or anything. You just put it directly onto the pan. And this is a smaller one, but you can see around the edges, these little bubbles form. So then you flip, perfect. And that's what it's gonna look like.
Yes, please.
These are the tortillas, this beautiful stack of tortillas. They're so delicious. I absolutely love them. I found this recipe on Pinterest, and the lady that created them, I think she used tapioca starch, so I slightly modified them, but I'm gonna link her recipe below, and I'm also gonna link this recipe below as well, but just like the recipe inspiration. So I hope you enjoyed this tortilla recipe. They're so good. I'm gonna show you. That's what it looks like, and look at, oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are excited that I'm bringing back Cambrias Kitchen. If you have any requests for foods that you want me to make, any requests you can leave in the comments below. Click thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're subscribed already, you can go ahead and click the bell button, and that will notify you every time I post a new video, so that you never miss out on these videos. So if you make these tortillas, hashtag CambriasKitchen, and I would love to see your recreations or send me pictures on social media. So I'm gonna go eat more tortillas. Love you. Bye.
Subscribe. This is good.
It's so weird.